Yar! Welcome aboard the Cringe. I'm your captain, Joey Joey, and today we are working on episode 388. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Beverage of choice this morning was coffee. I've had 3 cups already, so I think I'm done. Oh, cool. I got a nice comment from Sunny. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, let's see what we have. Nice. And today is going to be a dodo island. All right, let's see what we have. Ooh. Oh, cool. I think we have one of those. Yeah, let's swap out our plant. Good. Ooh. There we go. There we go. Right in the middle. And we'll get moving. I had a good visit with my son yesterday. It was a lot of fun. He wanted me to order another book, which is pretty common. He's getting anxious for school. He starts school in a couple of weeks. In the state I live in, people that have special needs are in school till they're 25. So after 18, it goes into kind of like job coaching, life skills. And unfortunately, his life trajectory is not going to be typical. So he'll always require support. And he's got pretty good staff. The staff that are there really work with him. And so that always makes it helpful. Ooh, I see the stone. Ah, speaking of that, forgot to do this. So the staff are really cool. They respond to him the way he likes it. So right now he likes to name all the actors in movies, especially the Grinch. And so the staff kind of work with him on it. So for instance, Rupert in the Grinch, the 2018, is Tristan O'Hare. That is the actor that plays him. Cameron Seeley is Cindy Lou Who. And I wouldn't know these names if it wasn't for him. Well, I'll be. Okay. Benedict Cumberbatch is the Grinch. So. Rashida Jones is Cindy Lou Who's mom. So, it's pretty funny. So he'll go through phases. Last year it was Barnyard, the cartoon. There were certain phrases he liked. And the staff are really pretty cool about that. I'm just double checking. I want to make sure that I didn't miss my DIY. There we go. All right. And we'll go this way. All right. I'm not sure if I have too many DIYs left. Maybe an obscure one. At least at this point. I've been playing this game for about 2 years, but I've only started recording it about 1.5 years ago. And just like most people, I watch a lot of gameplay. So I have a couple of channels I follow. One of my favorite for straight gameplay, without any talking, is Beard Bear. That's a pretty good channel. Pretty responsive too. That channel puts out a lot of content. Well, I put out videos almost every day. He puts out full gameplay almost every day. So it's always nice to see when there's a new video, especially if there's a video game that I'm interested in. I usually check out that channel first. The Rad Brad is another one. He's like, or I have similar content to his. I play a different style of game, but he does a little talking as well. I like this style of game. Don't get me wrong, I love stuff like Doom and, you know, the older titles. Another one is Quake. I grew up on that one too. The other one is Half-Life, Counter-Strike. They're not the only games. All right. The first game I really enjoyed was Atari Tanks. At least that's what we call it. It was kind of like Pong. Except you were two tanks. And you were trying to hit each other. And it had geometry in it. Kind of like Pool. Where you'd have to kind of plan out how you would shoot your enemy. So like Pool, you had to take into account some geography. Pretty neat. At least it was at that time. Frogger is another one. Pitfall. That's where Jack Black got his start. He was in the commercial for Pitfall. It wasn't the only thing, but I think that was the first. Kind of like Paul Rudd was in Nintendo. All right. I do not partake in the stock market in this game. I did before on other playthroughs. I just kind of lost interest in that part. I'm glad it's there. And at some point I'll probably try it. At least for this playthrough. So in case you haven't noticed, I try to do my island or at least carry out a pattern of, doing my daily chores in a pattern. There's nobody up. Huh. Oh, that's right. They have the fireworks tonight. I'm missing one. Ah, there we go. I think I'm missing a weed. Yeah. This is 2 times that I've missed it. It's kind of odd. Ah, there we go. I think I missed it yesterday. So I do know that Red is not going to be there, so we don't have to visit him. And that's going to save a trip. All right. So we also can't check our island status. So no sense in worrying about that either. But we will go in and get our free money. Perfect. Fruit. Logs. So a surgeonfish, if I'm not mistaken, is dory. We don't need coffee. And we can at least put about 5 in there. So I might try to record the fireworks. I'll probably do something like that to write my son's name. Something along those lines. Either that or I'll do the island name. So the reason why I picked Zootopia as my island name is because my son loves that movie. And when it comes to the flag, I picked the same one they had. I just changed the colors. So I changed the colors to be more fall-like. Or autumn. Oh, you know what we didn't do? Is buy a ticket. We gotta go back and do that. Okay. Actually, we can do this. We'll keep these in case we need to do shells. And then we'll be set. Alright, let's go buy a ticket. Because I forgot that the first time. And I made that mistake last week. Of going to Red's Island when he wasn't there. So I'm not going to do that this week. All right. And let's see where we're off to. I think the cool part about this game is you don't really need much to get a 5-star island. I was kind of shocked. When you see all the videos online, people have these really elaborate islands. And I don't. I don't have one that's that elaborate. So when I play a game, at least what I've done in a couple of playthroughs, is I always put my houses as close to the beach as possible. Like on the sand. I put my houses there so I can sculpt the island the way I want it. And once I get the ability to change the landscape, that's when I start moving my houses. So I build the landscape the way I want it. and then move my houses. I just found that easier. Or I do that with the majority of houses. Nice. And we do have to chop down trees. All right. I don't really want to cut any down, because hopefully a new bug shows up. That's kind of my latest way to play. And I've never done this on any other gameplay, so it's kind of shocking. I learned that lesson a little bit later. All right. So I've always had a video game system. We were very fortunate. I mean, we got the Atari like a year and a half later. So most of my buddies already had it. Pong, my friend had. So I was able to play it at their house. Before I really knew what it was. I think that was 2nd or 3rd grade. Maybe 4th. Been a few years. So we did have a friend that had an Intellivision and a Coleco, so we got exposure to those. We just didn't play it a lot. My brother had a Game Gear, which was the first portable. I don't think it was the first, but I think it was one of them. There we go. I knew I left something back here. I think the Game Gear and the Game Boy came out roughly about the same time, give or take. I had a PS Vita, or not a Vita, PSP. I took those, or that when I traveled. I also had a Game Boy Advance, so I did that while I traveled. I didn't have a lot of games. I had like a few that I liked, and I took them with me. Oh, there we go. And we already have that bug in the back. So this bug back here, we already have that one. Awesome, a goby. I didn't have a lot of time to play games. The reason why I like the PSP is you could do movies and games. I thought that was a little ahead of its time. Turns out I didn't really need it, though. It was nice to have. I think we can catch a surgeonfish. Nope. Close. We need Dory, not Nemo. Ooh. Nice. Another sweet fish. All right, let's give this a shot. Ooh, tilapia. Ooh, here we go. Don't tell me I've been trying to catch fish when I actually needed bugs. Sounds about right. Never fails. So something neat about my son, he goes through cycles and everything has to be on a calendar. So that way he understands what his day is like. Not necessarily days alone, but if we order something, it's got to go on the calendar. If school starts, it's got to go on the calendar. When he doesn't have to go to school, so no school. And school has to be on his calendar, so he understands what he's doing. So he can kind of plan and knows what's happening. I find that pretty interesting. Ooh. Something a little different. I think we already have this, though. Oh! It's a cicada. We already have it. This one we already have as well. Beautiful. That's okay. Well, I can't catch anything anyways. And nets are one thing that I don't make a lot of. I only use the basic upgrade. I don't do the sturdy one. Everything else, I do the sturdy one. Alright, we'll go over here. Wham. Beautiful. Eventually, I'll get it. Let's see if we can get this. Yep. Should have been doing this all along. We have enough fruit, so we can do that one. That is not a surgeonfish. And I don't have any more space. All right. All right, so we're going to have to go to the museum anyways. We want the value of our fossil. So we have to go visit the owl again. And we have to get coffee. Cool. Let's go get some coffee. Can't say I blame him. Oh. It still freaks me out that he doesn't have a sink. I know it's silly, but... Hermit crab. There's no sink, buddy. Unless it's under the counter. All right, let's go sell everything. I have a feeling as soon as I do this, I'm gonna get the shells. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. All right, everybody. I think I'm going to leave you here for today. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day.